guard. The other guard. At 6'2".
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. The defensive stalwarts Green and Bogut are down low. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Okafor gets the bucket.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And it's Golden State's ball. On deep, it's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Cannon. Releases from the wing.
Isaiah Cannon with the basket.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Shot on the wing, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Feeds it to Covington. The dish to Embiid. Cannon, the pass to Covington. That's good.
Perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
So it's the Warriors now. Over in the corner, Barnes fires from the wing. And Embiid pulls it down. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's Okafor off the drive. Here's Covington. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Green. And Robert Covington picks up the ball.
Robert Covington. That's his first personal foul.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Curry and the rejection by Embiid. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. On defense, Golden State, and the foul is called. They intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Okafor gets the bucket.
I love that dish down low.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Curry with another miss.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Cannon, that's a 2-pointer. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Could you?
Yeah, right,
No.
Right. He probably just drawn on as a broadcaster and rarely contribute anything of note. some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
And so it's Golden State with it. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go. And here's the fast break. He lobs it up, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Bogut. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Pulls up. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 3. Moving it up. Smith with the basket on the assist by Cannon.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And again, no good by Golden State.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
And Embiid throws it down.
One-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Smith's shot is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Listen, playing Western Conference teams is never easy. And for the 76ers last year, it got downright ugly. Some games against the West, they just didn't stand any chance.
Different look here for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. Ezeli gets the bucket.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And Marshall kicks to Landry. Grant dishes to Marshall. Drills the three-pointer. Marshall's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. A lot of blowout for Philly last year against the West, as you talked about. Greg only managed to take 6 wins in their 30 games. Clark out of conference.
And Kevin, that was tied for the fewest wins against the West in the league. But again, no surprise with Philadelphia because they really were focused on developing young talent there.
76ers moving the ball around. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
No good from Spates.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Warriors trail by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Ian Clark's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Grant. The Warriors pull it in. Pass to Clark. From deep. Tries again. Barbosa gets the bucket. Barbosa's got his second basket.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark as we wrap up the first. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team struggles of late. You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talks about what a struggle it is, just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that's really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better and hone and upgrade his game. And how he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. A total team effort out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Noel is out there with Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Stauskas in at the 2 spot. Guarded by Kerr. Puts up a 3. Stauskas' shot is off. Warriors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finish with the league best 28 road wins.
Here's Curry with the 3. Can't hit. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Out left to the wing. Bogut down low. Embiid's there. There's Green with the 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Another miss by Philadelphia. Golden State's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The 76ers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Stauskas. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Cannon gets it to go. And now a 4-point 76ers lead.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And that's a foul called on Nick Stauskas. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Rush comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
Sean Livingston.
That'll be a 5-second call.
What are you doing?
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And that one's good. 6 points for Smith.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Smith's got 6 here in this quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Timeout called the Warriors. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
Hey, Kevin, it really is. and every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Ezeli's checked in. Landry gets the bucket.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They called the 5-second violation.
I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor. And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
To the paint, and Embiid throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Warriors trail by 12.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
They're starting to get a little triple happy, falling in love with that three-point.
Starting to cast the ball a bit too often here in the second.
Noel's checked in for Embiid. And the Warriors also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. The Warriors shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Here's Barbosa in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
They get it again. Ezeli. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Ezeli's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Here's Landry, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, and somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor, but last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates comes in for Brandon Rush, and Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. The 76ers leading by 15.
And back to Carl Landry, sophisticated scorer, a variety of post moves, a tough guy willing to play up through pain, but he just never had the size or explosiveness to dominate. And now that he's getting a little older, that really has become an issue.
The 76ers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Good on the second free throw.
You know, visiting Carl Landry again here, I mean, he's a role guy. He shoots a high percentage from the field, from the foul line, gives you a little nasty edge down low, yet you can't make him out to be more than he is.
29 seconds left to play here in the half. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
And the slam dunk by Spates.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Thompson outside. Back to Noel. Thompson outside. Kicks it to Noel. Covington in the corner. Thompson from long.
What a humongous shot to cap their run going into the break. They finished off that half on a roll.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. 76ers ahead, leading by 17. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, you've had to deal with a lot of defensive pressure. What do you need to do to counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take them on the three-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and they'll turn around.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, it's not easy in the NBA.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it, Shaq-like? That's a good one. Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
On defense, they've been all over the place, especially when it comes time to protecting the rim. They struggle in a lot of areas, but they got to toughen up inside. It's a tough matchup for them right now, but that interior presence has to improve if they want to chip away at that deficit.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
If there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Smith. He's got 10 points and 8 dimes. This game is all about him right now.
Full domination mode, guys.
And Golden State, look at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. So it's Philadelphia now. 17-point lead, their biggest. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line. Well, the city of Philadelphia has had some tough fans. There's no doubt. You know, we've seen him boo Santa Claus. You can imagine, Greg, how they felt about this Sixers team a year ago.
You know, the Sixers were going to be in trouble from the very start of the year. A lot of fans didn't even bother to show up to boo. I mean, Philly had the worst attendance in the league last season.
But they've got hope, Greg.
A lot of young talent. Maybe this is the year it starts to materialize.
Curry, and the officials call a traveling violation.
76ers ball.
The 76ers leading by 17. Cannon, the pass to Covington. Shot from 12. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Covington's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the 76ers. The Warriors shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Smith drives in, and it's sent back by Bogut. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Barnes, and Okafor with the block. And they'll keep possession. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Timeout call.
And that's now 7 points for Draymond Green.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. If there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
The 76ers leading by 17. Dishes it to Covington. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's Horn slamming it down.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that, that's good.
Well, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate it.
Coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Warriors trail by 18. No one near Curry as he lets it go from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 9 points. And you think about Stephen Curry, clearly one of the greatest shooters the league has ever seen. But I think you could make a case that he's the best off-the-dribble three-point shooter in league history. What do you think?
I think he's the best total shot maker shooter we've had in the league. You look at all aspects of shooting. I don't know if anybody's ever been better. With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think that maybe this thing interesting. And for Steph Curry, the light doesn't get any greener. I mean, the only limit is his conscience. I think he does a great job of scoring, but also looking to keep his teammates engaged.
Grant, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Embiid with the block.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Okafor. Cannon kicks to Grant. The second chance effort. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And, you know, when you think back when Curry came into the league, the question was, is he just a scorer or can he play point guard? Well, I think he's more than answered those concerns, and he's gotten a lot better with his decision-making as he's now starting to limit his turnover.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Nick Stauskas is checked in for Philadelphia. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Golden State. Cannon dishes to Embiid. And here's Stauskas from the arc with the tip. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 18.
You can't let someone of his skill go unbodied at the rim like that. Box him out. Get him away from the basket. He'll make you pay with tip ins like you just saw.
Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And Embiid throws it down.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
Okafor, the pass to Stauskas. Back to Okafor. Unloads from 13. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was
This is his first free throw of the game. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Stauskas kicks to Okafor.
2 minutes.
Nails it from the high post. Okafor's got 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Clark dishes to Curry. Clark the pass to Green. And there's the feed to Iguodala. Good on the triple. Iguodala's got 5 now.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
For three, Stauskas. Shot's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Okay, Philadelphia. Just like every other coach can, when the defense gives up points on the inside, and boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
No good from the wing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Stolen away. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And stolen by Spates. To the inside. Tries to save it. Stauskas kicks to Thompson. It's stolen by Green. Left side Curry. Three-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
The putback, and Okafor slams it in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
And no need there, guys, to throw that one back out. Just go ahead and handle your business.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Thompson outside from deep three-point range, but they'll get another chance. Okafor, the pass to Thompson. Okafor, high post. Thompson outside. Nailed from three-point land. Thompson's got 12 in the game.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Curry with the three.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound?
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. 76ers ahead, running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. They've got Hollis Thompson. Noel is out there with Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Golden State moving it around. For three, Barbosa, and it's rebounded by Covington.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this game.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Nerlens Noel.
And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back, late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goal, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Deep two from Rush. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his fourth rebound in this one. And Thompson throws it down.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
The Warriors shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Pass to Ezeli. He kicks to Rush. Spates dishes to Livingston. The pass to Spates. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Golden State. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out. And sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barnes, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Klay Thompson comes in for Brandon Rush. And Curry subbed in for Leandro Barbosa.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the floor.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut, still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged play.
And last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Now the 76ers with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And Steph Curry with the foul.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skills. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
Deflected by Thompson. Grant kicks to Cannon. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the way.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that deep. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Feeds to Cannon from the wing. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Cannon's got 9 points now in just the second half.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, goodness. Powerful. I mean, I'm amazed there's still glass in that backboard.
Greg, look at the bench. The entire bench out of their seats.
And they won't sit down for a while, guys. Excited as they are.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Grant against Curry. There's Cannon with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got 5 rebounds tonight. And for the ball out of bounds, Bogut touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the 76ers making a change here. Stauskas is checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Harrison Barnes. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Curry. Marshall passes to Grant. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season. They were going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the 3rd straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
Stauskas kicks to Landry. Grant outside. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer. He'll head to the line. That one is on Rush. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Okafor. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Here's Landry, and the rejection by Ezeli. The Warriors, another fast break opportunity here. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Philadelphia with the ball. Out to the wing. Stauskas inside the line. And they catch him right away with the quick shot.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
That one goes. Counted.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Knocked away. Stolen by Grant. Goes up. A big dunk at the end of the break.
He gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan Player of the Game. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here. Kenny, your thoughts?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show. But not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.